So you're constantly running out of Ergo and Lies of P, and you need a solution for that. So I'm going to show you where a few mid and end game farms are for this game, and I'm going to leave in the description a link to the video I've done in the past, which is all early and mid game farms, so you guys can have farms for every portion of the game that you enter. So this farm has been done before, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently, and I'm going to show you a few others that you might not know about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the farms. So before we start these farms, there are two items that you are going to need in order to get the most Ergo possible and have the fastest routes possible in Lies of P. The first of which is going to be the Hunter's Amulet here. This is going to up your Ergo acquisition after you kill an enemy. Any enemy, it's going to give you more Ergo than you would previously have if this was not equipped. The next item you're going to need is going to be the Pocket Watch. The Moon Phase Pocket Watch is going to allow you to teleport to the most recent Stargazer faster than running all the way back. So if you have these two items, these are going to help you get a lot more Ergo per hour. So let's go ahead and get right into the beginning of this farm. Now this is going to be our first in-game farm. It's going to be at the Collapsed Street Stargazer. What you're going to do is you're going to leave the Stargazer and run directly in front of you into the door, and you can use the puppet string to close the distance. I don't have it all the way leveled up, but if you have it all the way leveled up, you can stun this guy immediately, then hit him with 2 heavy attacks, and he should be dead. After that, you're going to deal with the guy on the stairs with the gun, and after he's dead, you're going to run right around the hall. There's going to be a second guy there. You can hit him with 2 heavy charged attacks to stun him, and then you'll be able to kill him really easily with a critical attack. You'll then select the Moon Phase Pocket Watch and teleport right back to the Stargazer outside, and you can repeat this process. Now, where I do this farm differently is there are other people that say you need to run through this entire house and kill every single one of the big bandaged guys and then use the Pocket Watch and come back. I have found that overall, if you just kill these 3 guys and go back to the Stargazer, then you'll be able to get more Ergo than running around the entire house and killing every single guy in here. After all, speed is the name of the game when it comes to Ergo farming, so you want to get as much Ergo as fast as possible, and I feel like these 3 do that just fine. I'm also using a motivity build, so I'm hitting pretty hard, and I don't know if technique builds are going to be able to hit these guys as hard as I am, so if you want to use some throwable items, that would definitely help overall to get down the bandaged guys because they are a little bit heavier of an enemy. Now, each one of these big bandaged elite enemies in this building is going to give you around 490 Ergo if you have the amulet equipped. So going through this entire building obviously is going to net you more Ergo over a slower amount of time, but if you're just killing these 3 enemies, you should be getting roughly about 1,000 to 1,100 Ergo per run, and with each run killing just these 3 guys taking you about 40 seconds from the start of the Stargazer until you teleport back, you should be looking at about 48 to 53,000 Ergo per hour. Now for our next Ergo farm, you're going to be heading to the Barren Swamp, which is a bit farther back in the game in Act 8. Once you get to the Barren Swamp Stargazer, you're going to run backwards from the Stargazer, and there's going to be a policeman puppet. The entire farm is just to sit there, kill this puppet, and go back to this Stargazer, which is only around the corner, and do that over and over and over again. Now, where this farm differs from the previous one is this enemy is much harder to kill and can hit you much harder than the other enemies can. But he can drop Ergo fragments, and that's going to add to your Ergo acquisition because when you kill him, he's going to give you 899 Ergo instead of the 490 that the bandaged elites give you. This enemy is also really nice because he has a chance to drop for you Crescent Moon fragments and a few other odds and ends that are going to help you through your journey in Lies of P. If done efficiently, this entire farm should take you about 25 to 30 seconds, and once you finish getting your 899 Ergo, you can teleport back, and at the end of 1 hour, you should have roughly 107,000 Ergo per hour. Now for our last farm, the absolute most in-game farm in the video, the Arche Abbey Upper Part Internal Bridge Stargazer. You're going to start here, run down the hallway about 7 seconds, and you're going to find a human puppet hybrid. These can be pretty tricky to kill, but before you put on the amulet, this enemy is going to drop you 1,327 Ergo. But after you equip the Hunter's Amulet, you're going to gain 1,422 Ergo. This enemy dies incredibly fast if you use any Fable art, so I highly recommend using some of your Fable catalysts and having them here at this farm so you can kill this enemy as fast as possible. I was able to kill this enemy from Stargazer to enemy death in about 33 seconds, so overall if you spend an hour here, you're roughly going to be receiving 170,640 Ergo, give or take deaths or any botched attempts on this farm. But guys, there you have it. That is going to be the 3, in my opinion, best farms of the end and some mid-game in Lies of P. So, if you agree, let me know down in the comments if there's farms that I did not show. Go ahead and leave those down in the comments as well so we can talk about which ones are the best farms and how much ergo you can get in those farms. But per usual, guys, thank you so much for watching to the end. If you would like to subscribe, I would appreciate it a ton. We have an absolute army of you guys that have subscribed in 2023, and I cannot wait to see what next year holds. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching till the end. I'm going to leave a ton of videos all over the screen right now so you guys can check out some more of my content. But until next time, stay safe, enjoy the game, and I'll see you in the next one.